Hey, everybody, and welcome to today's webinar, Increase Sales and Customer Satisfaction Without Increasing Your Labor Costs. Whoa, with Bbot. Hi, Stephen. Thanks for joining us.
Hey, thanks, Rev.
I want to give a quick thanks to Branded Strategic Hospitality for helping to promote and book this webinar. And also thanks to Gallery Design Studio for making the following presentation look awesome. We put this series of webinars together. You know, we know what's happening out there with the coronavirus. Business for sure in the restaurant industry has been really compromised. We're doing only delivery and takeout right now if you're still open. We want to give some insights and some thoughts and some ideas of what you can be doing with your business either right now or in the future that can help you increase what you're trying to do. And so one of those is Bbot. We're going to get right into it. So today on the webinar, you're going to learn three really important things. Number one, the difference between smart ordering and online ordering. Number two, how online ordering can be enhanced by marketing. And number three, how to use smart ordering to increase profits, which sounds like something everybody can do. And with that, I want to formally welcome Steve Simoni, CEO of Bbot, to the webinar today. Thanks, buddy. Thanks for coming on. Steve is a former Navy nuclear engineer turned Silicon Valley tech bro. I love that part. Even though his background isn't necessarily in hospitality, he's a self-proclaimed foodie and has surrounded himself with a team of industry lifers. His background lends itself to wearing many hats, although today that's my job in the webinar, including overseeing revenue partnerships, fundraising, and strategic partnerships. His story with Bbot started nearly 3 years ago. Steve and the co-founders of Bbot were at a bar with really bad service. And given their engineering background, of course, they wanted to figure out how to solve that problem. Sounds like a typical night at the bar for me. They decided to build an automated ordering solution that enables guests to order table service from their phones. And the rest is history. You guys should definitely connect with Steven later and have him show you the robots they built. That was pretty cool. Last, for me, my name is Rev Ciancio. If you don't know who I am, I'm a hospitality marketing consultant. I help restaurants raise awareness, acquire, and retain customers through digital marketing, social media, and the use of incredible software. My personal magic wand is pizza. I have more than 20 years experience in branding, digital marketing, and hospitality. I've worked with hundreds of restaurants to help them attract and retain customers. Now, I know a lot of people know me as a restaurant hospitality marketing influencer, and that's because I run a couple of Instagram accounts with almost 600,000 followers total and a whole lot of gratuitous food photos. I also used to own a bar in New York City, so I know exactly how hard it is to market and brand a location-based business. But today we're not going to talk about that. We are here to talk about digital and mobile ordering. And with that, Steve, I'm going to give control to you.
All right. Thank you, Rev. Thanks for the intro and thanks for having me today. I think Silicon Valley tech bro is a misnomer, but that's for a debate over beers. Let's get right into it, though. You know, everyone's thinking about the problems right now that they're facing now immediately, but also it's important to think about the problems that we're going to have in the future. But before we get into those specific problems, just a quick note at the top here. It's important to remember right now during this time that we're all in this together. There's a whole community around restaurants. There's the restaurants themselves. There's the employees of the restaurant. There's the community of technology providers around it. There's a community of consultants around it for marketing and for chef consultants, etc. So there's an entire ecosystem here, and we all need to be in this together and help each other. So I've seen a lot of great companies on the tech side come in with some good offers to help. I've seen a lot of restaurants band together and come up with unique ways to redeploy their staff in this time when people can't come on premise. And it's important to come together because we are all going to get through this and the economy is going to rebound as it always does. But right now, in the immediate couple months here, we all got to work together. So when I think about the problems in the restaurant industry, I really divide them into two segments to simplify it. There's really everything that's going on inside of the house, so in the restaurant, and then there's everything that's going on outside of the house, while guests are watching Netflix on their couch. So those are like the two segments of the world here that we look at Bbot. And so inside of the house, there's a lot of challenges. There was a lot of challenges pre-coronavirus. There's going to be those same challenges after it. And so we look at this next 18-month outlook and some of the challenges restaurants face. First and foremost, I think labor costs are still going to be expensive. They're actually going to be increasing. If you look at some of the bills they're about to pass in Congress, You look what Amazon's doing, ratcheting up minimum wages, and probably rightfully so. Labor costs are going to go up. Obviously, the big companies can afford that. Smaller restaurants and businesses have a hard time affording that. And we know that on the balance sheet for a restaurant, labor costs and real estate represent two of the largest cost centers. And I don't know the last time a real estate person has given me a rent reduction. So
Maybe
we
never.
gotta look at my rent here is absurd. So we got to look at the labor costs as a place to try to use technology to combat that. New concepts are going to be opening. So if you look at the next 18 months here, unfortunately, some restaurants are going to be going out of business, but that's going to lead to the creative destruction and new restaurants opening when the economy rebounds. And so I think innovation of these and new concepts are going to be really innovative. And I think that existing restaurants need to be able to keep up with their competitors and stay on that innovation curve, stay on the front of the innovation curve. And then lastly, we think, the world has changed overnight in the United States. So other countries like Australia, China, they've already moved to a lot of contactless ordering and paying. So they've moved away from the traditional US service model of, hey, how you doing? Can I get you some waters? They go get the waters. They come back. Hey, are you ready to order now? Okay, let me take your order. All right, they come back. They bring that. Like that system, the general service system has changed in a lot of countries. I think it was already changing in the United States. We saw that in the data at Bbot, with the customers that were signing up. And now with this world event, it's only going to accelerate that. And so we think that the culture is going to shift from wanting to share community items, like touching the same pens, the same paper menus, the same shared kiosk screens. We think a lot of that's going to be going away. And we want restaurants to be on the forefront of this new wave.
Yeah, we sort of joked about this before, but
yeah.
what gets cleaned every time in the bar, and that's the drinks, the cups, the glasses. What does not? It's the pen you use to sign the check, right? But that's going to change.
Yep, definitely, it's coming. So that's the inside the house problems, and then outside of the house, I know this conversation has been talked about a lot across many digital channels, but I'll just to recap it. It's a pretty simple, straightforward problem. The third-party delivery companies. Now these are the Silicon Valley bros here. Some of these so they have really controlled the channel. They control the channel, and they've turned the restaurants into effectively an application interface to their web portal. So like they've commoditized the restaurants and extracted very high costs. Now, they are great products in their own right. Like consumers do like them. They are convenient, but the burden is on the restaurant a lot of times with these. They have really high costs. They can be between 17 to, upwards to 40% when all said and done, all in after you've paid their rev share and their driver fees. And so we look at solutions where we can provide a direct delivery solution for restaurants with software. And we have a number of other competitors that do the same. And these are all great because the more that direct delivery competitors there are out there, it'll drive some of these third-party delivery costs down, and that should benefit restaurants at the end of the day. So let's talk about the product suite at Bbot. As ways to help, again, the two problems to recap are the in-venue ordering and paying, and then the out-of-venue ordering and paying. So in-venue, our flagship product, Smart Ordering. So we call this Smart Ordering because it's different than online ordering. And how it's different is you do it inside of the venue, and it integrates well with your existing systems and printers and your line cooks, and gets the tickets to the right spot in your venue. So it's really more than just like a tablet shoved in the corner. It's a fully integrated ordering solution for the guests in your venue. And so a couple things to note about Smart Ordering. One, it's web-based, and so no app to sign up for, no download, so your guests can use it really easily. You can get to the web-based portal through URL, QR code, or near field communication. So if you're looking at the image here on the screen, you'll see this little location marker on the drink rail here. So this is like a bar in New York City. If I'm just here with my friends at happy hour, we can just touch our phone to the location marker, order some drinks, Apple Pay, and the server walks it right over. Servers love it because they get the extra tips. It's easier to order. They don't need to close checks with you at the end of the night. So it really streamlines their service. And then the best part is it'll integrate with your POS system. So the menu that the guests are viewing can actually be just like a pretty version of your POS menu. So you can keep all of your accounting and your books shared and easy. So you don't need to worry about like an increased operational burden on the back of the house. So that's really the difference between smart ordering and online ordering. And smart ordering is in the venue, branded to you, branded to your experience, so that people really work with your brand and what you're going for, and not like an Uber Eats type thing at all.
And this allows a consumer to order from anywhere in the venue, right? They don't have to be at the table. They can be out on the patio. They could be at the bar. They could be in the bathroom. And I know for me, that's where I check Instagram, but I guess I could multitask. I could make room for more beer and order more beer at the same time, right? So
absolutely. Order from anywhere. We're trying to activate it, even the bathroom. So let's talk about now that was the in-venue solution. Out of the venue, we do power that as well. And there's a couple things going on outside of the venue. We really want the customer or the restaurant to own their delivery channels, as I mentioned. And so the ways to do that, Bbot is just one of the products. There are some other ones as well. Sure, Rev can help you sort through the different systems here to find the best one for your restaurant. But you get a couple things with these type of products. You get discovery and ordering. So you can promote on your social channels, your affiliate channels, through your email marketing. You can promote your direct solution, which will effectively be 50% cheaper than a third-party delivery company. So promoting your solution on your channels, when your customers are going to your channels and not to Seamless or DoorDash, you should benefit from that as a restaurant. That's what we believe. And so a third-party or a direct delivery solution helps you do that. The best part with the direct delivery solution, though, is you don't have to lose the scale of the Silicon Valley guys. You still can, we integrate with DoorDash Drive and Relay, so the driver networks. So when someone orders through your direct channel, we can still call a driver to come pick it up, so you don't have to have your own staff driving it. Now, this is really great because not only do we get to leverage their drivers, it's still, again, net cheaper than going through their marketing portal in their channel. So a great solution to save money there. And then lastly, probably the primary advantage is with the direct solution is you own the data. So Bbot's not going to be marketing to your guests. You'll be able to log in to the Bbot account, grab all the customer data, and you can use that for your segmentation, your analysis, and your future marketing spend to do marketing automation, do offers, promote your loyalty platform, and lastly, get guest feedback. So when guests give feedback to Seamless. Like when Seamless asks me, how was it? I'm giving that to Seamless. When through your own channel, when you ask for guest feedback, that goes to your database. So you're collecting that data and improving your services.
This is awesome. I mean, if you're a restaurant right now and you're using third-party delivery, and any of the ones you mentioned or any other, you could essentially onboard with Bbot, right? Somebody places a third-party order through, Uber Eats, whatever. They come to the store, they grab your bag. You could put that QR code or something in the bag that says, hey, next time get 10% off your order, and order right from your phone without using an app, right? You've now communicated to that person. You've used Seamless to get into their house. They now have it on their phone. They remember they could use it. Now they're in your loop, right? Now they're in your loop. And as you're doing that, you can start to back out. How do you get them into loyalty? How do you get them into automation? How do you get them into offers? You can literally use third party to actually acquire a customer, not acquire an order.
Well said. Love that. Yeah, that's my pitch.
I'm available.
So let's talk about a couple of different customers. So first, back to the in-venue use case. So this is Ethan Stoll Restaurants. They're a customer in Seattle. So obviously a coastal city, high labor cost. They had a big problem managing their high volume areas. They felt like they were missing out on orders that they could have captured in their venue. They have a staff and they have a couple of ordering points within, like a walk-up counter, they have servers, but it's so crowded and high volume. It's like a bustling place, and they really wanted to give a new guest experience. So, and I picked a pizza example for you, Rev, obviously.
Thanks, buddy. I appreciate that.
So they have these location markers on the screen here. You'll see on the tables, they put them down. BallardPizza.menu, a guest can just visit that .menu. Notice there's no Bbot branding. It's their branding. The guests will be very comfortable with that. No app to download. They can just order another cocktail, order a pizza, and then the servers bring it over to that specific location in the venue. This has really helped them boost sales. And it integrates directly with their Toast point of sale system. So it hasn't had any extra operational burden on their staff.
It's awesome.
Yeah, this is a really exciting one. They actually have a couple other locations with us because it's been so successful. And they're really excited about bringing this to all their locations in the Seattle market. So that was inside the venue. Outside of the venue, this is a fast casual in New York City called Junza Kitchen. And Junza is it's kind of like they'll hate me for saying this, but it's kind of like a Chipotle for Asian food. But you'll see that they have like bowls. They do Bing wraps. Bing is like the Northern China version of a burrito. They call it Bings. And so they have really like fresh food, fresh Chinese food, healthy, like bowls and wraps. And it's very good. So if you're in New York City, I recommend trying Junza out. They power their direct delivery channel through Bbot, and they use Relay Delivery. We integrate with Relay Delivery to power the driver network. So they also use the third-party deliveries like Seamless, Grubhub, Uber Eats, DoorDash. So only a small percentage of the orders, like 10% or so, come through Junza, their direct channel here. But those orders are, like I said, 50% cheaper. So they make more money when guests order through this, and they get all the data. So it's been a great success for them to incorporate their own direct channel as well, just so they can understand their guests better and provide better hospitality and better service.
Awesome. I mean, the bottom point here, really, $100,000 in online sales. Imagine if that was all going to a third party, right? And you were just collecting your 60 to 70%. Like, that's a gross margin right there.
Yeah, exactly. So they really good, nice little lift for them. Happy with that. And it's also expanding as they gain more loyal customers. Last use case here is like more of a food hall or a micro city use case. So if you're a food hall operator, if you're a real estate person listening to this, wanting to learn more, we power Hudson Yards, which is like the largest real estate development complex in the United States. We power their ordering across 12 different restaurants there to facilitate deliveries, multi-vendor ordering deliveries to office buildings and other locations designated out in Hudson Yards. We also do this with food halls. So if you're thinking of what is this use case here, you haven't seen anything like this before. Think about like a food hall with like 10 different vendors or food court, and you have location markers in the space. So you could, someone like a family of 4 could order from multiple vendors, and a runner would group them up across those vendors and bring it to your table in the food hall. That's like that's the best way to describe how it works at Hudson Yards. And so we power the full logistical system to do stuff like that, where you could have one Apple Pay event go to multiple vendors and then get all those items at the same location marker.
So that's great. I mean, if you work in the office there, you could be at your desk and just order whatever you want from whoever you want, have it somebody run to you. Or in the other example you're just talking about, I could be out to eat with my family and my 3-year-old who literally only eats hot dogs and nuggets. My wife who wishes I ate more seafood, and me who uses pizza as a magical wand. We could order all of those things in one transaction and not have to worry about making people happy.
Absolutely, yeah. So we're trying to facilitate that all from your mobile device.
Love it. It's awesome.
All right, cool. So that brings us to the end here.
So, Stephen, if people are interested, and this seems like something cool where they want to look at the inside or outside the venue solutions that Bbot offers, you have a special offer. You want to recap what this is for people?
Yeah. So if you're looking to get your in-venue operations going, or your out-of-venue operations going, again, we're all in this together. We're doing our part the best we can as a startup. So waiving all of our software and implementation fees through the beginning of June to help business owners adapt and adopt to the new tech. And, we're happy to talk about that further and work with your business to see what your needs are.
That's awesome. So if somebody was interested in checking this out right now for the delivery model, they can figure that out and then on board for when we reopen again for the in-house model. It's pretty cool. All right.
Yeah.
So for people that want to learn more or have questions or want to get started, what's the best way they can get in contact with you?
So the best way to do it is to hit us up at sales@bbot.menu. That goes to me directly and my sales team. Or our very lovely director of sales, Chris, he lives in Brooklyn. Chris@bbot.menu. He is your guy there. His direct number is right there on the slide. And you can call him or email him. He'll take care of you quickly and get you more integrated into the Bbot ecosystem.
That's awesome. Well, Stephen, I think this is really incredible. Smart ordering sounds awesome to me. I've had experiences with your brand and they're amazing. I love to tell this story where I ordered from a server and Bbot at the same time. And not only did the Bbot win, I was actually able to order a second drink before I was actually able to close my one drink order with the server. So this is really, really incredible. Thanks so much.
Well, thanks, Robin. When this is all over with the virus, we got to go out and we'll have a couple of beers on Bbot.
We got to Bbot it up. I'm totally in.
Bbot it up.
Well, thank you so much. And if you're watching this and you really, really like it, we're going to take a cue from Stephen here. You want you to smash that like button.
Smash that like button.
You can definitely comment as well if you have a question or you just want to say that you thought it was great. And if you really, really like the webinar, please share it. Again, this is on LinkedIn. It's easy to engage, like, comment, and share. With that, if you also really into these types of conversations, we have a Facebook group you can join. It's totally free. We talk about stuff like this. There's networking with other restaurant executives. You can get your questions answered about hospitality, marketing, tech, success, stuff like that. Please join that private Facebook group. It's run by myself and inspirational thought leader, John Mark Shaw. He's pretty incredible. Just go to bit.ly/restmast. That is bit.ly/RESTMAST, short for Restaurant Executive Mastery. Again, it's a private Facebook group. It's free. You can join. It's bit.ly/restmast, RESTMAST. Just join right in there. And to close out, we want to give some thanks to Branded Strategic Hospitality. They are a micro venture investment and solutions platform that leverages a network ecosystem of restaurants, hospitality expertise, relationships to high tech like Bbot, emerging concepts, and very unique food and beverage concepts with capital and customers. They're really a food technology accelerator. They, in fact, might be how you found out about this webinar. So thank you to them. I also want to give some thanks to Gallery Design Studio. They help B2B businesses with reliable ongoing marketing creative. They are the amazing team that put together this webinar presentation. I've worked with them for years. They do great work. I highly endorse them. Thank you so much, Steve from Bbot. We really appreciate this. Thank you for sharing on the topic of mobile versus smart ordering. Thank you.
Yeah. Thanks, Rob. Appreciate it.
You're very welcome. And if you have any questions for me or you want to talk to me about ways I might be able to help you, please reach out to me on any social network. You can DM me here on LinkedIn. I'm Rev Ciancio on all the others. You can also email me, therev@yeahmanagement.com. Don't forget the H and yeah. People do that all the time. I don't know why. I thought it was pretty obvious when I named the company. And lastly, we want to thank you for tuning in today. Hopefully you found this to be insightful and you're thinking of all new ways to master your success in your restaurant business. Doors are going to explode open soon and we want to be ready and ahead of the curve. Lastly, again, if you like what you learned, smash that like button, make a comment, and please share this webinar. People, make it a great, tasty day. Thank you so much.
All right, later.